So you've spoken a few times about central intelligence and counterintelligence. Can you talk to that, please?
Yeah, there is a central intelligence running things. We can see it. Life itself is driven by a code, so a form of intelligence, which is DNA. And the anti-natalist movement or group are counterintelligence agents. They're working against the central intelligence that runs the planet. So we're trying to kind of stop the whole thing. Really, if we had our way, we would stop the whole program, the whole central intelligence program, because obviously it produces massive amounts of suffering, and we, being highly sensitive to that suffering, it's unbearable. From an ethical point of view, it's evil. It's evil. So that's how I see it. We should all antinatalists should see themselves as counterintelligence agents, and then it gives you a sense of mission and purpose. It's a great work we're involved in here. It's saintly work, if you like. So we should never lament and think that we should be the ones killing ourselves and removing ourselves. We're the best that the system has to offer. We're the only kind of gems on the planet. So we should value ourselves greatly. And Danny and I hope, will move forward and try to kind of galvanize, try to maybe even start some kind of or set up some kind of institute where we can all gather together as family members, and that will give us kind of solace, I think, because it's a very lonely path, as a lot of you know. There was a commenter that kind of hinted to us that we might be, with our playful kind of way or approach to life, you know, we're here in Cyprus, we're trying to live a healthy life, which involves fun, and it involves laughter, dance, and things of that nature. He found objection to that. He thought that sounded frivolous to him, and we should be more serious. But believe me, we're open to suggestions. If that commenter has any kind of alternative or any strategy that we might have missed, we'd be happy to incorporate it if it makes sense. But one of the ideas is that we maybe start some kind of institute or something, so we can gather all the agents together and form a counterintelligence agency of some kind, so that we have kind of strength in numbers. Because, as you know, it's very difficult, as I said, on your own, and many of you are on your own, so we understand. So give it time and see what evolves. You see, we're trying our best, for sure. Even here we have t-shirts printed with slogans on them that we're kind of human billboards, so we're trying to spread the word that way. But this is not a place where majority of people are conducive to the idea. They're not sophisticated enough. It's like UK back in the 50s, really, Lachi and Polis in Cyprus. So give us time and you'll see something will emerge, and maybe we can develop some kind of institute where we can all work together.
Oh, I don't know about institute. That sounds a bit, institutions. Not so sure about that. I think maybe that I don't know. I think we just have to be open to what emerges. And I guess what you're really saying, if I'm not mistaken, is that there is a kind of mission involved, even though to some degree it's futile, and even though entropy will take care of everything in the end. Everything is going back to zero anyway, and it's a matter of time, I guess. So it is futile, and it is. And it is all going to happen in the end, and it's all going to go that way in the end. And at the same time, it's difficult. It is difficult. I still, we've been struggling for years and years to know what on earth you're meant to do with yourself once you find out this information. And it's tricky because it's like coming back to my own children. I feel like I've banged it into their heads, tried to bang it into their heads that they should not be bringing more suffering into existence, or more things that can suffer and that can cause suffering. But I haven't really offered them much of an alternative. Yes, I've said, you've said, and we've said, you need to take care of your inner child, but I haven't really sort of given them an alternative framework or much of a way of alternative, and it's very difficult. You and I are not really material to set up institutes, but we might we might have some ideas about how we can create some gatherings or online gatherings. I mean, there are things that people are doing. People who are better, perhaps, at manifesting these type of things than we are. But I guess what we're doing now, just these podcasts, are an attempt to galvanize ideas and people together. And anybody listening to this, again, we're going to be doing podcasts about your comments, and we'll be reading them out and responding to them, because we do take the ones that are seriously, and the ones that aren't serious we don't. But there are some serious commentators out there, and we're happy to have your suggestions or your criticisms, and we will deal with those in future episodes.